Good morning, sir. We welcome you to Marshall's Elite.
Thank you.
Friends, this is architect Shopan Kothari, and very good at the interiors and architecture that they are into. So, what inspired you to become an architect?
I think I was quite bored of a 9 to 5 job looking at my parents, so I think I wanted to do anything that was creatively challenging. So I guess I would have taken any creative line.
Okay.
I was drawn to architecture and then hence to interior designing. I enjoy the fact that every day you go to a workplace, you get to do something different. The day is not kind of panned out as to what it's going to take you where. So it's quite interesting. Designing has always been something that keeps you challenged every single day. It is an opportunity to turn every obstacle into a challenge, and that's what keeps us going.
Well, it's not really a 9 to 5, it may be a 9 to 12 midnight.
I think every job has its hazards and its long days and its long hours. Not to say that our field does not have strenuous hours. It does have it. But I think as long as you are enjoying the process, then it's fun. If you kind of look at it as something that's rigmarole, it's extremely long drawn, then I guess it's boring. But yeah, if you get to the workplace and think that, okay, what can I do today? I think it's fun. It could be a small thing. It could be from designing a chair to designing a table to a building. It could be anything. As long as that particular day, that's the inspiration and that draws you forward, that's great. And I think there is so much to inspire. Look at yourselves. You see the wallpapers that you all are bringing into the picture. I think we as designers are constantly looking to push the envelope, push the design. 10 years back, when we wanted to do that, the product industry did not have that kind of a support for us. Today now the product industry has given us so much of awareness and support that I think it's pushing us to think differently, because you're putting so much out there in the market that we are thinking that, okay, now you have this, how do you utilize this? So I think that's the fun of it, I think.
So how long have you been in the industry?
Wow, 12 years.
12 years.
12 years. Long. It seems like a long journey, but I think every time I still get nervous when I pick up the pen to think of a new project. So yeah, it just feels that we have done 10 to 12 years, but it's still every day is a new day.
Great.
Every day is.
So sir, what do you specialize in majorly? Is it residential, commercial?
Yeah, I think the way I like to call our practice is ours is a boutique practice. When I say boutique, I think we don't concentrate on the size of the project, but yes, the quality and of the project must make a difference to us. After 10 years, I think we've become a little bit selective, where we say that if whether it's a residential, retail, hospitality, corporate interiors, we want to make it a boutique project. We're not here, let's say, to kind of assist the BPO kind of a corporate offices, but someone's private office is what we love doing. Someone's private residence, farmhouses. We do a lot of architecture of farmhouses. So I think that's the interest that keeps us going, because I think those are the places where you have a little bit of elbow room, both in terms of design, in terms of budget, and that's what kind of gets us going. I think after 10 years, I think we've consciously steered away from the practice of just doing the mundane kind of work, because it's quite boring otherwise, so you have to search something interesting each day.
So a lot of personally
I think it's a lot of personal touch in our office. We handhold the client right from the time they walk into our practice all the way right till the end, till we hand over the project. Sometimes it goes way beyond handing over the project. We service them for life. Some of our most faithful clients are our repeat clients who've come back time and time again to us, and I think that's a reassuring thing for us, that we're not doing something wrong. They've not come to us as this one-timer that let's get the work done. They've kept coming back to us. It's a patronage that we respect. We honor that, and we try to give our best.
I think that's the biggest compliment that
I
you
think
get on the
it's
design
the strongest compliment. that one can take as a designer, that when you have a repeat client who calls you up and he says that now I want you to do my XYZ, you've already achieved that. I think that's his compliment to you. No cash or kind is ever going to give you that kind of a satisfaction when that repeat call comes.
Right.
So
Great. So, sir, which has been your most challenging job so far?
I think every project comes with its own dynamics. I think, as I said, initial years were looking at challenges and saying, "My God, they were obstacles." Now I think we look at it as an opportunity. I think the good part it is that this is not maths. There is no 2 plus 2 answer. Design, there are multiple ways to attack a problem. There is no right or wrong. You'll have an XYZ designer coming in and saying that I could have done it differently, and that's the beauty of it. Every possible method can work. The idea is at that given point in time, your solution to the problem, client's acceptance of it, the synergy, the final finishing end of the product, looking good. That's the end solution. So I don't think that any project in its entirety can be an obstacle or a challenge. It's more about it's a problem solving exercise. It generally happens when you kind of interact. You break up the program into multiple kind of briefs. The brief that has been provided, you kind of break it out. You understand what the end user, the reasons for doing what you're doing. I think then designing kind of becomes much easier. That's the beauty of it. The minute you kind of look at it that from a cosmetic perspective, then I think you start getting into the problems, because then what you're trying to do is a superficial skin treatment, and you're saying that, okay, how do I just make it look good? But if you've attacked the problem from the source, how do you take it forward, then it's quite easy.
So, sir, with 12 years of experience behind you, what could be the dream project that you look forward to?
Oh, well, hotels are always something that you get to flex your elbow maximum in terms of creativity. I think that's something that we would definitely look at. We are blessed right now with a lot of farmhouse projects, and that's something that I hope that continues for us, because that's where you again get to, it's a fine balance between architecture and interiors that we get to explore as a firm. Boutique interiors will continue to be our forte. It's something that we are conscious of sticking to. We don't want to kind of spread our wings in different directions. We've seen our growth in 10 years, understood our market, understood what makes us stand out, if at all, and I think we just want to address that as we go along.
Great. So, sir, do you, the coming to interiors, was it more a conscious decision because
it was
no.
I think coming into this practice was a completely different, off the record, it was an extremely, how would I say, an emotional and a childish approach to the whole thing. We shifted our residence as most individuals and families do once in a lifetime. We were shifting our residence. I saw my new residence come up in front of me. My parents were involved. I loved the process. I thought that that's it. I want to become an interior designer. Fortunately, my dad, being a professional, knew much about it, so he kind of guided me and said that why don't you wear a bigger umbrella, and that being of architecture, and then you could obviously cater to interiors as well. So I'm thankful for that. But yeah, it was the process of getting into the profession was extremely childish and mundane. I'm thankful that it's become a little bit more serious now. So yeah.
Great. I think these challenges that you face makes it
it's appealing. It's appealing.
Yeah. Great, sir. It's a pleasure having you over.
My best wishes to Marshalls, and keep pushing the envelope for us designers. Keep sending us out with new projects, new products for us to see. And that's what we want, so we could continue using your products in our new projects.
Great, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.